The movie opens with Jake Sully narrating his modest and tranquil life as chief of the Omaticaya clan and raising a family with his wife Neytiri. His family includes his sons Nedium and Loak, his daughter Tuk, his adopted daughter Kiri, born from Grace Augustine's unconscious Gnostic's avatar, and a human boy named Spider, the offspring of Miles Quaritch, who was born on Pandora but was unable to be brought to Earth in Cryosta. While Neytiri distrusts Spider because of his human heritage, Jake can embrace Spider as his adoptive son. However, despite Spider being a human, all the kids get along well with one another, even Kiri, who has a soft spot for him. Spider is more drawn to Gnostic's culture and traditions than his human background. They go about their daily lives as usual until they suddenly spot an unusual star in the night sky. They are shocked to learn that it is an RDA spaceship carrying people who are colonizing Pandora and building a new main operations base, significantly harming Pandora in the process. Colonel Quaritch, who has been cloned into a Gnostic's body and has had his memories from before his death uploaded, is one of the newcomers in the ship. Quaritch is therefore unable to recall his death at Jake's hands and is instead only able to recall the past and his vengeful mission to kill Jake. Jake directs a systematic guerrilla operation against the RDA supply lines, weakening them, to stop the RDA from abusing Pandora once more. Loak, who disobeys Nedium and is anxious to demonstrate his prowess as a Gnostic's warrior, tries to aid Jake in fight during one of the operations but is injured. Jake saves him and teaches him not to put his own safety in peril by acting recklessly. Neytiri gently tells Jake that night to be gentle with Loak, and Jake responds by expressing his worry as a parent for the boy. Quaritch, who is upset over the retaliatory attack on the RDA supply lines, launches a quest to find Jake and kill him. Jake's kids journey deeper into the rainforest on a joyful expedition with Spider. They are unaware that Quaritch and his team are nearby, exploring the location where Quaritch finds his human remains. They are present, and a perceptive Loak observes and promptly alerts Jake. Jake's kids are taken prisoner by Quaritch's group after a skirmish breaks out. Most of them are released when Jake and Neytiri arrive in time, but Spider is captured by Quaritch, who recognizes him as his son. Within the ship, the RDA tries to force Spider to provide information about Jake, but she resists. Quaritch shifts tactics and addresses Spider as his son while also providing more information about the Gnostics in exchange for Spider's freedom on his side. Spider educates Quaritch about Gnostics culture despite his reluctance and ignorance of his true purpose. Quaritch also had success training an Ikran flying monster to use as his vehicle. Jake persuades a reluctant Neytiri and his family to disassociate themselves from the Omaticaya clan and relocate to the eastern seaboard of Metkayina, a coral reef island whose clan and way of life are tailored to Pandora's aquatic habitat, in order to protect their safety from the threat that Spider's knowledge of their whereabouts poses, as well as to prevent another catastrophe. Jake abdicates as chieftain to his successor and departs for Metkayina with his family. When they arrive, they are welcomed by the clan chief Tanawari and his wife Ronald, who at first have their doubts about them. Jake, though, explains their predicament, and it is decided to let them stay and provide shelter. Jake and his family are mocked by certain tribesmen because of their genetic human heritage, but as they learn the traditions of the reef people, they gain the respect of the tribe. While Loak makes friends with Cyria, the daughter of clan leader Tanawari and his wife Ronald, Kiri is enamored with the underwater life of Metkayina and forms a spiritual relationship with the sea and its species. In the process of adjusting to their new surroundings, Loak fights with Cyria's brother Aonung after the latter makes a harsh remark about Kiri and him because of their mixed human ancestry. Jake corrects his son's behavior. Loak returns to apologize to Aonung and his pals on Jake's persuasion. However, they seduce him into traveling into the Akula's domain, a hazardous sea predator, and abandon him there as payback. In an attempt to harm Loak, the Akula. But Payakan, a Tolkien, a peaceful and intelligent type of cetacean, whom the Metkayina regard as their spiritual family, saves Loak and becomes his companion. Through signing, Loak is able to communicate with Payakan and takes out the right fin of the beast with an ancient harpoon head. Following his return to Metkayina, Chief Tanawari requests that Aonung apologize to Loak for misleading him. However, Loak accepts responsibility for his actions, earning Aonung's friendship. Additionally, he is informed that Payakan is an outcast within his race. A terrible seizure strikes Kiri when she is traveling to a branch of the Tree of Souls to visit her mother. Ronald heals her, but when Jake asks Norm Spellman and Max Patel for assistance, Quaritch is able to find them in the Reef People's home archipelago. He hijacks a whaling ship that is hunting Tulkuns in order to collect their brain enzymes for use in developing anti-aging treatments, bringing Spider along with him. Quaritch tells the whaling crew to wantonly kill the Tulkuns in order to bring Jake out before he begins mercilessly interrogating the local tribes about Jake's whereabouts. When Loak mentally connects with Payakan, he discovers that the Tulkun was expelled because he disobeyed his species' rules and attacked the whalers responsible for his mother's death. When the Metkayina hear about the Tulkun killings, Loak and his siblings Cyria and Aonung leave to warn Payakan. They discover Loak, Kiri, and Tuk being held captive by Quaritch, and Payakan being pursued by the whalers. Jake, Neytiri, and the Metkayina headed out to confront the humans since their children were in danger. Jake is forced to submit by Quaritch, but when he sees his soul brother in danger. When Payakan confronts the whalers, a fight breaks out, killing the majority of the crew and seriously damaging the ship, which then sinks. Loak and Spider are saved by Medium, who is then fatally shot. Jake is up against Quaritch, who is holding Kiri prisoner. Quaritch initially rejects his kid when Neytiri does the same to Spider, but changes his mind after Neytiri cuts Spider on the chest. As the ship sinks, Jake, Quaritch, Neytiri, and Tuk get trapped inside. As Loak and Payakan rescue Jake after he chokes Quaritch to unconsciousness, Kiri conjures water monsters to assist her in rescuing Neytiri and Tuk. Spider locates Quaritch and saves him, but abandons him because of his brutality toward the Nausicaa and preference for killing Jake's family over being his father and becoming a good man, leading him back to rejoin Jake's family. After Medium's funeral, Jake and his family decide to stay with the Metkayina permanently.